Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie. I had some questions, or a question about pan pastels, and maybe to give some more information. So I'm going to share with you what I know about them, how I use them. Hopefully this will help. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. Pan pastels are just chalk. They are chalk in a pan like this. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. I'll zoom in when I start working again. They're the same as chalks that would come like this, or if you have pebbles. I have this larger set of chalks. Okay, upside down, sorry. They're in this little squares. The nice thing about pan pastels, there's very little dust. You're probably used to with, if you use other chalks. I will open both of these. My black is still intact. I think they're called pans. It's because they are in these little round containers like a pan. They can be used for a lot of different things. I've seen beautiful artistic work, drawings colored with them and stuff. I don't get that far involved. I've tried. Yeah, it's not for me. So I don't know if you can see the white is a little bit crumbled. I unfortunately have dropped it a time or two, so it still works perfectly fine. I just kind of try to pick up the chalk. Pan pastels are very fragile, and yet they're not. I don't know how to explain that very well. When you dip your brush, your sponge, whatever you're using in there, you don't want to be real aggressive with it. I guess that's the best thing I can explain. I just very lightly tap. The nice thing also about pan pastels or any chalk is you can use an eraser, to take, if you have too much on or off, you can take it off, you can add more. I started out with this, I have to be careful because my erasers I think about to the end. It's just a Pentel Right eraser. It's really nice. It's got refills. They're quite long. I don't know if Pebbles still has a chalk eraser. It was much fatter, but it had a wedged edge, and so you could get in some really tight corners with that. I believe I still have one. If I look somewhere, I know I've got refills, so I hope I still have the pen or the holder. And then, it's been several years ago now, I was gifted this Tombow Elastomer eraser. It's a mono zero. It's just a very fine, detailed eraser. This has really been my go-to now. I really like this for fine work. The ways I apply my pastels, I started out with just a sponge makeup eyeshadow brush. I still use this from time to time depending upon what I'm doing, maybe for a little bit larger area of something, more for highlighting, or for my different colors I will use this. But I've really gone to, with the black, I use a 1/8 inch angled shader, and I'm on my second one, probably going to be getting a third one because this one's getting kind of tattered too. The bristles will start to get frayed, and then you have more problems. And then these two, and there's a third one in there. It's just a wedge, straight wedge. These are brush sticks, first of all. I got these from Artistic Artifacts online. These, I learned about these from Cherie over on Paper Pieces and Leftovers. These have become a wonderful tool. These tools, I just love these. I've used I don't know where it is right now, the straight one from time to time, but mostly I use either this is more of a point and this is more of a rounded edge. So those are the two I used. But basically, if you were going to get these, don't have any. My two colors would be, suggest would be black, and then the white. This is titanium white. I don't know if they have another white. I apologize, I don't know. I'm going to put the lid on so I don't spill those right now. What I do though, I'm only going to show you the head, the eyes, and the whites, and then I've got a piece or two here that I can show you how I did the shading and stuff. But I just very lightly tap the brush in. You don't have to do it hard at all, and then I just tap it off. There really isn't much excess, but that's what I do. And I think I might need my glasses on for this. It's somewhat early for me. So I just start to go around the eyes, and now I think if you've watched videos before, you know that I'm not going to be happy with that. I have an eraser, and that's what it's used for. Sometimes I can do these on the first try and I'm happy with them, but not always. So, but you can also use the eraser to shape how you want it to. So that's really nice. So that's it. Pan pastels are, like I said, they're just chalk. It's just a fancy name to me for chalk. Wonderful product. I love it. I came across it on a YouTube video years ago. Had to get some, and yeah, thrilled. You can, I'm looking for my marker. And obviously, oops, got a little bit on the white here, I see. That's where this fine detailing eraser is so nice. If you get some pan pastels where you don't want them, you can just take a paintbrush and otherwise do what I do, just blow it off. I just, half time I don't have a paintbrush handy, so, or I don't know what's on it as far as color. But see, you can just draw right over it. So nice there. Then I use the more pointed one of the two, and I'm not sure with white how much I have, so I tap it off a lot of times. And I'll have drawn in my white of my eyes and stuff, and then you can just make your little circle. That's really all there is to it. I will show you on a piece that I'm working on for my Thanksgiving cards. You can see this okay, but in the, move this so I can see. So in the folds of her dresses, I've used the white, and again I'm using the pointed one more, and I put a little bit on her nose, and I just put a little bit on her boots. If you don't like it, I'm going to show you here. You can buff it in quite a bit, okay? So it'll just almost get to nothing. So you barely see it. Don't like it, just erase it. And it's gone. Some of that's white from the ink. But yeah, so that is all there is to it. Like I said, I don't know how, this is a good example of, I just keep working, rubbing it to buff it out. You can do that also with the, if you just use the makeup sponges, it's whatever works for you. In fact, I use makeup sponges. I used to try to apply it around the eyes. Got kind of messy, that's why I got a small paintbrush. So anyway, I hope that helps. Again, if you have questions, just leave a comment and I will get back to you. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day.